Why the face or the hand or the everything that's happening?
I'm really, really trying to be as respectful as I possibly can be towards LeBron James.
Oh my God.
So the first thing that will I guess shine a light on is Bronny James. So for those that maybe your first time watching the show or maybe didn't tune in to one of the shows that we discussed Bronny James. Bronny James, obviously LeBron James' son. He's actually, so I'm a Bronny fan. All right, that is my bias. I am a Bronny James fan. I'm a fan. And Bronny James played 1 year of college at USC, dealt with some health issues because I believe he actually had like a heart issue. There was something serious, and I think he passed out on the court while playing ball. So the rest of the season, or that first season, his freshman year, was more so centered around him getting back healthy. So then the next year came, he's trying out for the NBA. LeBron pulls some strings. We all know how it goes. A little bit of nepotism in there, and LeBron got Bronny on the Lakers. Started off playing with the actual team. Then, I don't want to say got demoted, but got put on the G League for development. I thought that was very good. But there's been an argument back and forth between whether or not, well, I don't think we can argue whether or not it's nepotism, but whether or not it's the right thing. And the right thing, the reason why I hesitated is because who's to say whether something's right or wrong? So let me actually get a little bit more specific for me. How I look at it is whether or not it's beneficial for Bronny James. I understand all the ways that it's beneficial for LeBron to be able to say that he's had his son play in the NBA with him, to be on the same team, both from a historical standpoint. That could be very beneficial, you know, being able to say that he's the first person to do that for a player that's in his position. We saw, I think, Ken Griffey Jr. and Ken Griffey Sr. do it in baseball. But Bronny James, to be able to play with a guy like LeBron, obviously that's a big story. But then you look at it from a development standpoint and growth standpoint when it comes to Bronny James, and it kind of centers around the discussion, or touches on the discussion that we've always had on DEI. And as far as my issues with DEI, my issues from DEI, just look at the results, you know, and the impact that it's making on the individuals that it's supposed to help. Not going to get into too much of that discussion. But when it comes to Bronny James, that's the question that we have to ask ourselves. And LeBron can do whatever you want. Bronny James can do whatever you want. Us having this discussion doesn't mean anything, but we're still going to talk about it. We're still going to talk about it because it's an issue that maybe pertains to other aspects of our life. So when it comes to Bronny James, I gave y'all the context. I want you to see a video that Stephen A. Smith, we're going to review what Stephen A. Smith had to say about it, because it's a very uncomfortable feeling, I believe, that a lot of people are having with having to critique Bronny James, understanding the position that he's in, understanding that people have a lot of respect for LeBron James, his dad, but looking at it from afar and saying like he's in a position that he did not earn. And it's almost to the point now where people are feeling bad for Bronny James and upset with LeBron and begging him, LeBron, stop trying to rush his development. Let him take his time. Let him earn his stripes. You know, when we talk about, one of my complaints when it comes to DEI, or when people are given positions that they didn't earn, is you rob them of developing and growing their skills on their own. So this is the same thing when it comes to Bronny James. So it seems like, you know, just being totally honest, it seems like Bron's ego may be getting in the way of Bronny Jr.'s development. So let's take a look at this Stephen A. Smith video.
Last night, the Lakers.
We'll review it a little bit, and you guys tell me what you think. So so last night, I believe this was last night, they were playing against a Joel Embiid list. They were playing against the Philadelphia 76ers, who are not that good, haven't been that good. And Joel Embiid, their best player, one of the best players in the league, if you're familiar, he wasn't playing. So they said, you know what, let's use this as an opportunity to get Bronny James in. And Bronny has been balling in the G League, and he's getting his confidence up. which is something else that we'll discuss as we move forward. But let me get the video going. I'm going to shut up and would love to hear you guys' thoughts on it as well.
Took a loss to the Sixers, but didn't come without Bronny James seeing some decent playing time. In the first half, Bronny went 0 for 8 with 3 rebounds and 1 assist. J.J. Redick spoke candidly after the game on the young star's struggles and the decision to play Bronny in the first quarter last night. J.J.
Just felt like on a back-to-back, just him giving us energy, I think, was the goal. I maybe put him in a tough spot, flying up yesterday and, nationally televised game and Philly, all that stuff. It's, he didn't
pay attention. And I'm sorry that I interrupted, but pay attention to the this is what's happening. LeBron James has put this entire Lakers organization in a tough spot. The coach can't even criticize Bronny James the way that he wants to criticize. J.J. Redick is the head coach, and he's making excuses, saying, like, maybe I put him in a bad spot, calling him up. Does J.J. Redick played in the NBA? He understands how this goes. Professional sports, it is what it is. Your name, you never know when your number is going to get called, and you have to be prepared. And for any other player, I don't see the coach making an excuse saying like, oh, well, maybe we put him in a bad position. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Most athletes, this is how it goes. You don't know when, somebody in front of you is going to get injured, or at least he knew that he was he knew that he was getting called up to play. Players are put in way worse positions and held to a higher standard. And I think that J.J. Redick understands it, but J.J. Redick obviously is coaching a team with LeBron James on it. J.J. Redick is the reason why J.J. Redick is the head coach is because LeBron James. Let's just be honest. So look at it through a lens of how this makes the rest of your team feel. Are you putting your team first, or are you putting legacy and your son first, or your own legacy and your own self-interest even above your son's best interest? Let's keep going.
didn't play well, but he's been playing great. In the Stay Ready games, and he's been playing great in the G. So I have confidence in him, but obviously didn't provide that at a high level.
All right, so J.J. trying some things out there, Stephen A. in Philadelphia, giving
man.
Bronny first quarter playing time. Why the face or the hand or the everything that's happening?
I'm really, really trying to be as respectful as I possibly can be towards LeBron James. One of the top 2 or 3.
He just said towards LeBron James. This is the thing. I remember LeBron James saying that he regrets naming Bronny James LeBron James Jr. because it put so much pressure on him. Why is LeBron doing this? Let Bronny develop. Let him have his own path. This may not be the same as yours. It may not be while he's in the league with you, but let him develop. We don't have to give him a handout. Look at how Stephen A. Smith, it's the same thing with J.J. Redick. Stephen A. Smith is not the type to hold his tongue when somebody just doesn't play well. He's over here supposed to be analyzing the game, analyzing Bronny James' performance, and he's over here trying to be super respectful to LeBron. Who does this hinder? Who does this hinder when people are when the standard is lowered for individuals? Like I said, this is the case when it comes to DEI, any other affirmative action program, whatever it is that we're talking about. When it's not based on merit, this is what ends up happening. We should be raising the standard. Let's keep going.
Players in the history of basketball, number 2 in my eyes. A treasure to the game of basketball that we should and will all miss when he is gone.
Hey, Shy.
I am pleading with LeBron James as a father. Stop this. Stop this. We all know that Bronny James is in the NBA because of his dad. The first game of the season, opening night, the Griffeys in attendance, father-son duo playing in an NBA game for first time, an absolutely positively wonderful story. And then reality sets in. We love what we're seeing from him in the G League because that's where you belong. As you hone your skills and you get better and you legitimately earn, which I believe he has the potential to do. I am rooting for Bronny James. It would be cruel to root against him. It's a wonderful kid. I wish him nothing but the best. But he's LeBron James' son. And everybody knows what attention that brings. Molly, Doggy, put them up on the screen because I want to see their face when I say this. Right now, Bronny James is averaging 0.3 points, 0.3 assists, and 0.4 rebounds. You know what people are saying. You know what they're going to do to this kid. In 13 games, he has...
No, people are not saying it. You're trying to say it without saying it. And that just goes to show you that it's a situation that you don't even feel comfortable covering. It's like your ties are so strong. You don't want to offend LeBron James so much that you're willing to excuse something that you would be ready to call out if it was somebody else outside of LeBron James. We're only going to listen to another maybe 30 seconds of this, but I just wanted to show it because it's just another angle to touch on the reason for me as far as why I dislike DEI. It's the results. Stop what we don't. When you give somebody something, when you take away somebody's opportunity to earn something, you rob them by providing that crutch. You rob them of developing tools and skills on their own that they would only learn through going through whatever tough journey their journey is. We think we're doing people favors by giving them opportunities that they don't deserve, and we're not. We are simply not.
He has played 44 minutes. He has scored 4 points. He is shooting 1 of 16 from the field, 0 for 7 from three-point range. How are you doing him favors?
And none of y'all are doing him a favor either by taking it easy on him. So I don't even need to, honestly, I don't even want to cover any more of this. Like I said, I'm a Bronny James fan. I don't know. It just, maybe this is just the symbolic of just the world that we live in, society that we live in, where people are just okay. Like people used to take pride in getting it out the mud, getting it the hard way. People used to take pride in that. And now it's just, we're just okay with this. For LeBron James, for him to be the person that he is and what he means to the game of basketball, for him to be doing something like this, I just couldn't see Kobe doing this. I just couldn't see a lot of other players doing this, just because it's robbing the game, it's robbing Bronny, and it's just taking away, in my opinion, the best way, whether you're looking for DEI, whether you're looking for whatever, whether you're looking to level the playing field, keep it a competitive environment. Competition. So we'll move on from there. Just a little icebreaker. Yeah, I don't know. Y'all tell me, what are y'all thoughts? Do y'all not care? Clearly it doesn't matter. LeBron, just maybe a little learning takeaway. Maybe not. All right, so we're gonna move on. It's Dak. Just want to thank you for checking out our video and visiting the OG Network. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure that you give us a like. And if you're looking to join a community of inspired individuals striving for purposeful abundance, subscribe. And if you're feeling real